Hi, this is Enrique. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be trying out a new style of content for you guys. I'm going to be reacting to two different clips that I found on TikTok talking about the LA wildfires. And so also I wanted to touch base because I've been hearing a lot of people talking about these smart meters. And I've been doing a lot of research online as well regarding that subject. And what I found is the smart meters, they too tend to have these lithium-ion batteries that pose a risk to the properties that are currently having these installed. Now, these are being pushed a lot by the electric companies, and there are a lot of people out there that constantly tell everybody online not to have these smart meters installed. So the smart meters, along with other technology that's being installed in a lot of these homes, they also contain these lithium-ion batteries, which will make your house burn uncontrollably. Any little thing like that could be a difference between your house staying up on a wildfire versus completely burning down. Not only that, but smart meters also have technology that causes radiation. Now, maybe you'll have a lot of experts out there that are talking about how these things are safe in a household environment, but there's a lot of people out there that are very cautious and would rather not have these things installed in their homes. And I highly agree. I think everybody should have the choice whether or not they should have one of these installed in their home. So if you do get approached by your electric company to have a smart meter installed, do your research. I personally would not have one installed. Eventually, I think a lot of these smart meters are going to be installed in all these homes automatically as they're being built, especially the new construction. So again, if you don't have one installed, stay away from it. Also, these smart meters, they eventually will be able to track everything that you do when it comes to your electric bill, right? So if your house is vacant, your electric company will know because there will be a decrease in the amount of electricity you use. They will know when you are at home, when you are not. If this information is shared amongst bad actors, because you don't know, these companies could be hacked at one point, a lot of valuable information is actually transmitted with these smart meters. So you don't know who might have access to that. So again, you're putting your privacy at risk. You're eventually putting some risk with radiation, and your house potentially will have a higher risk in having an uncontrolled burn in case of a wildfire. And also, you don't know, there's actually rumors out there that are saying that these things could eventually just catch on fire and could burn down. So again, that's a threat to a lot of people. And according to what I read as well, the majority of the households in America who have these smart meters installed are in the state of California. California has not done a good job overall to make sure that they get rid of all of that debris that's causing these wildfires to spark. So that's why you see a lot of these news stories about certain homes that burnt down, and some of them are left standing. And it's probably because of the smart meters. We don't know. A lot of these homes, they want the newest technology, so as soon as they get something from the electric company that allows them to upgrade to a smart meter, maybe they take advantage of it. So today I am going to be reacting to these two videos. So let's get started.
So I talked to the owner of this house right here in Pasadena. I talked to the owner. The owner does not have a smart meter on this house, on the front part of his house. There's no smart meter, no smart meter. So the house did not burn. The back house is the part of the house that had the smart meter, and everything in the back of his house is burnt. No smart meter, smart meter. No smart meter, nothing. Nothing's burned. Well, the trees, but the house state is perfectly fine. but the back house is completely gone, and that's the one with the smart meter.
So as you can see in this video, that is a very good indication of exactly what JB and I saw when we went to Altadena a couple days ago. You did see situations where you would see houses completely up, and then you would see places that were completely burnt down. Kind of like a checkerboard, right? So what you saw in this video is basically what it is. Boots on the ground, you get to see that type of disaster in person. Now, if you're just watching it from the news, then maybe you would think that, oh, there's an area that burnt down, all the houses are gone. No. Once you're there, you realize that not all the houses in those areas burnt down. So then that leads to theories like these and other conspiracy theorists that eventually will come to the conclusion that there's something else going on, something nefarious, right? So again, maybe this is something that wasn't planned, but these smart meters, they've been blamed all over the country for starting fires. So you have to make your conclusions. Now, I am not a conspiracy theorist, but I am putting this information out there for you so you can go ahead and take caution and take matters into your own hands. So if you do have one of these things installed, you may be able to take the measures to go ahead and remove it if you can. Let's go ahead and react to this other video. I'll give my opinion on it as well. So this guy is basically doing his own research, looking at how these wildfires might be linked to plans that California has to be able to build a railway from north to south. Now, a lot of these homes and a lot of these businesses are actually in the way. So you can see that it is true. I mean, if you do look at it, Australia went through something similar where they had a ton of fires, right? And so the government wanted a rail system around that area as well. Now, sometimes what will happen is some of these people will be able to rebuild back, but the majority of them, they move out of the area, and eventually these things get bought out. People make offers and they get accepted, and eventually all this land does have a change of use, right? So there is a large possibility that some of this conspiracy theorists might be onto something bigger. Also, what they're talking about here is about the insurance, right? So maybe these insurance companies, maybe they did pull out for a certain reason. We don't know. Again, they're talking about that the reason why they pulled out was because the government did not meet their demands, and so they thought that it wasn't worth for them to be able to keep insuring these homes. But maybe there is something more nefarious going on. We don't know. That's the reason why we go ahead and we give the information to people, and then they can make their own conclusions. So yeah, there you go. You can see definitely that there's a lot of people out there doing a lot of research on this, and they're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Now again, this doesn't mean that it's true, but there is a lot of sources of information online, and it's very difficult for people to be able to hide this information nowadays. So that's the reason why it's always good to do your research, do your due diligence, and also make sure that you always fact check your things, right? So again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think it's very important for you to be able to make your conclusions. And also, when you see something like this happen, don't believe everything you hear on mainstream media. As we know, a lot of things are censored, and unfortunately, we are getting to the point where there's a lot of things that are not being told. Look at what Trump did just this past week, talking about releasing certain information about what happened to Martin Luther King and to JFK. Those are things that people don't know 100% what happened. We will eventually know what happened behind these murders, but I hope that in the future we get more information regarding what happened with 9/11 and also with other types of controversial things that happened in the United States. I really hope that eventually we get to hear more information about those subjects. So if you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. I will continue to provide you guys good content that I think will be a benefit to you and make you a better person. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.